Joining us today from Washington is Congresswoman Jackie Rosen on Connected Congress. Congresswoman, always good to see you. Thank you for your time today.
Oh, my pleasure to be here, Jeff. Good to see you, too.
Good. I'd like to begin with politics because, technically both you and Senator Heller will be facing a primary, but with Danny Tarkanian switching on Friday to the Congressional District 3 race, barring some unforeseen development. It's going to be you and Senator Heller in November. So the Heller camp, as you already know, is already calling you an extreme liberal. They say that you do anything Nancy Pelosi asks you to do. So I've got a two-parter. First of all, your response to that, number one. Number two, just your case against Dean Heller.
Well, let me say this first. We saw Senator Heller on television with Governor Sandoval just a short few months ago, promising the governor that he would fight for Nevada families on health care. And then he came back to Washington. He saw the president, he saw Mitch McConnell, and they promised him millions of dollars of super PAC ads helping him with his campaign if he put his name on the Graham-Cassidy-Heller repeal of the ACA. He let down Nevada families, he let down Governor Sandoval, and he voted for that. And this was his payback. You saw that in the tweet on Friday. So one thing that we know for sure about Senator Heller is that when the president jumps, he will say how high. But with that being said, what we have to worry about, what this election is going to be about, are smart solutions that provide results for real people, hardworking families in Nevada. And that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to hold Senator Heller to his positions, or lack of them, each and every time. I want to say that I am a person that works for smart solutions for our hardworking families every time, wherever those smart solutions come from. You know, I was just received a great award from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the Spirit of Enterprise Award, and really proud, one of the very few Democrats to get that, because I work in bipartisan fashion across the aisle. I'm part of the Problem Solvers Caucus, and if something's a good idea and it's going to help Nevada, then I am right there for it.
And just for our audience watching, we will, of course, reach out to Senator Heller, and he will have his chance also here on Connected Congress. I'd like to move on to another issue right now, Congresswoman, if I may. Technically, the government runs out of money on Friday. Do you think we're going to see another government shutdown?
Well, I certainly hope not. I can tell you that the Republicans in the Senate and here in the House, I know they've been working nonstop, but the onus is on them. They've had CR after CR. We've been pushing and kicking the can down the road. They have to bring us a bill. They have to bring us the omnibus. They've had all this time to do it. They're responsible if something shuts down. We still don't have the omnibus bill. It is 4 o'clock here on Wednesday, middle of a snowstorm in Washington, D.C. We still don't have a bill. So I hope we don't, because there's hardworking people that depend on their paychecks. But Paul Ryan and his gang are not bringing anything to the floor for us to take a look at.
You just mentioned you haven't seen a bill. I'm just going by what I'm seeing in the reporting, saying that this compromise, or the bill, may have some money for a border wall, although not as much as the president might want. It may give Democrats some things. From where you sit as a representative, what would you need to see in the bill to vote yes on it?
Well, I don't want to see the government shut down at all. So I want to vote for a bill that protects our dreamers, that funds our government, that funds the programs that we need, that the president even wants. The opioid crisis, it's affecting all of our communities across the country. Tries to stabilize our health care, our cost-sharing subsidies. I will tell you that everyone I talk to, wherever they are, the anxiety over access to their health care, access to a physician, the ability never to be denied for a pre-existing condition, all those things are so important to people, and it's the number one thing people talk to me about. And so I hope that there are things in there that are going to protect our health, because as everyone knows, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And we know that healthy people, if Republicans want to talk numbers and dollars and cents, that means people go to work and kids go to school, and preventative care saves us money over someone getting sick. So let's put our money into that. Let's be sure that's there. I hope that's what we're going to see this afternoon.
You mentioned the Dreamers, so which leads into my next question. What's going to happen with DACA? It technically expired March 5th. Technically, nothing's happening right now, although it is tied up in the court system too. But I mean, do you see a legislative solution happening here at this point? You're just months away from the midterms, or are Democrats and Republicans going to be happy to not really take this up right now?
Well, I think the Democrats have been trying to take it up. We have a discharge petition. 196 people have signed it to bring a Clean Dream Act to the floor. There's a couple other things that we're willing to get on. So again, Republican leadership is denying us any of us, even his Republican membership, the ability to debate and talk about these issues in real productive ways that move our families, our communities, our business owners forward, and of course protect our dreamers. Nothing's more important. And so I hope that in this bill there's something in there that's going to take care of our DACA kids, our dreamers, and maybe go a little bit further than that. I'm willing to sign on to that if it protects those kids.
Congresswoman, we are out of time, but before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to tell your constituents today?
Well, what I want to say is that we're here working hard for you each and every day, trying to find smart solutions to produce results for hardworking families. And like I said earlier, that's what I'm going to do. It's what I've been doing. It's what I've done my whole life and everything I've done. And we're going to continue to keep fighting to be sure that Nevada families are protected each and every way: healthcare, education, environment, immigration.
Congresswoman Jackie Rosen, thank you for joining us today on Connect to Congress.